Hello, Dr. Volio here from Innovative Pain and Performance. I'm going to go over a lower back, pelvic, and hip mobility activity. So this is going to be working on um, more of the spinal elements. Yeah, you'll get some stretching from it, um, from the muscles, but this is not a quote unquote stretch. It's more of a mobility activity to help with the spinal joints. Okay, so there's four parts to this mobility section. There's the first one is the windshield wipers. The second one is the pelvic rocking. The third one is active wide frog. And then the fourth one is just regular active frog. Okay, so each one of these to be done about 20 to 30 seconds per movement. Now, if could you do it longer? Sure, but let's not. You don't want to do it for 10 minutes straight. Okay. Um, my preferred means is doing it often. Maybe you're doing it 5 times a day, or maybe you're doing it 10 times a day, versus doing it for a long time in um, one moment. Okay, so there's also variations. You could do it a little bit of it sitting, but the best way to do it is on the floor. So that's how I'm going to show you today. Okay, so we're on the floor, we're on our backs, laying here comfortably, arms here, whatever, it doesn't matter. Bending the knees up, feet flat on the floor. Okay, and then we're just gonna go windshield wipers. So that's the first one, and now we're just rocking back and forth. Okay, we're going into a comfortable position, back and forth. So for example, if that hurts, okay, well then now we are gonna modify and shorten our distance, and we're gonna stay within this comfort range, back and forth. Okay, as we ideally improve and get more mobility, we can go further into the motion. Okay, so this is an active mobility thing for your lower back. All right, so then the second one is the pelvic rocking. So we're going to keep our pelvis and back on the floor, and we're just going to rock our pelvis forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. Okay, back and forth. Again, if going into the extreme motion, going all the way to one direction is like, that causes sharp stabbing pain, then don't go quite as far into that motion. So stay within a comfortable range, and then you work your way into a greater range. All right, so then we're going to do that for another 30 seconds or so. Then we're going to active wide frog. So that's feet about shoulder width, and then we're just going to bring our knees in and out as wide as we can. In and out, in, out, in, out. Okay, so that's another 30 seconds. And then active frog, just regular frog. Bring your feet, your ankles together, or the bottom of your feet together, and we're going up, kind of like a butterfly. So you can call this one a butterfly. And then it's up and down, again, going into that full range for another 30 seconds or so. Okay, so that is the lower back, pelvis, and hip mobility series. I do them each time. I do all four of them. It's a couple minutes. Ultimately, it doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't need to be a lot of time. Just be consistent and try to get in some motion throughout your day, because the biggest challenge that we have is things tightening up, locking up again, for being in a prolonged position, whether it's laying, sitting, standing. The prolonged positions is what we want to avoid. And then the other thing is we want to avoid the flexion. Okay, We don't want to be in extension for prolonged periods either, but neutral is where we want to end up. Okay? Questions, concerns, let me know. But otherwise, work on those and as always, move better.